Right, today I'm going to show you how to make what I call savoury pie. It's a plate pie. I'm going to be making it on just a small plate because it's only for myself. I only need it for one person because with this lockdown thing, I'm locked here by myself. So I'm going to make this just for myself. And it's something an old lady, when I used to work in a pub a lot of years ago when my kids were just small. I used to work part-time in as a barmaid, and this particular pub that the manager his mother used to make this pie, and she called it savoury pie. And she used to make this pie, and this was long before all the pubs had food, sold food and that. And she used to sell pieces of this in the bar, and everybody loved it. And one day she wasn't feeling very well, so the manager asked me if I would go upstairs to the house and help her make the pie. Of course, I didn't know how to make it, but she gave me the ingredients, told me how to make it, and I've never looked back because my kids loved it, my husband loved it, and I've made it for years since, and I like it as well. So I'm going to show you how I make this pie. The ingredients: grated cheese, chopped up pieces of bacon. I just used some thick sliced bacon and chopped it up into small pieces and fried it just for a few seconds, just to turn the colour pink. Sliced potatoes and an egg. If you're making a larger one, you would probably need 2 eggs. And I've used a small onion, but you would probably use a medium size if you're using a larger one. And this is a little gadget that I use to chop my onions in. I've already chopped it, but as you can see, they're nice small pieces, and you just chop the onion into smaller pieces and put it in, and then it's got a blade inside, and you just turn the handle like this until you've got them however small you want them. And it saves a lot of tears that when you're using that. So I'm going to start with all these, and I've already mixed to make the pastry. I'm going to have to add some water to mix it up. But I was really annoyed. I went shopping on Saturday. I do my shopping once a week with the lockdown being in place, and I think people are still buying more stuff than they need, because I was down to, this is the flour I use. I was down to about half a bag this size, but I've used plain flour and self-raising flour, and there wasn't a bit of flour in the shop, and I was there at 10:30 in the morning, so I think people are still buying more than they should do. But for this anyway, I used 4 ounces of plain flour. It's 4 ounces of plain flour and 4 ounces of self-raising flour, because I prefer the pastry. It's not so soft, but it's not too crispy either. That's the way I prefer it. And I used 4 ounces of no-pack butter. This is what I get in Aldi's. Well, it's margarine really, but it's more like butter to me. It tastes like butter. So I'm going to add some water to this pastry. And I'm sure you all know how to make pastry, so I didn't need to show you how to do that. It's starting to all come together, so I think I've put enough water in it. A little cup to put my flour in for a shake on the table. Some flour in. cut that in half. One half for the top, half for the bottom. Piece over there. Test the plate. Oh yes, that's big enough. Put that on there, and I'll put some flour on the plate first. And I don't grease the plate, I just put flour on it. It works just the same. And I even cut that. Right, we'll start with the cheese. And the cheese on the bottom. You just need enough to cover the surface of the bottom of the plate. This is just a medium cheese. I usually use a strong cheese, but this was all I had, so because you need a strong cheese for the taste to come out really, but this will do me. Right, and I want some onions now. I'm going to take this. Take the lid out and have to be very careful and don't catch my fingers on. Right, and some onions on here. And like again, like the cheese, you just need enough to cover, not fully, just what you think is enough. You don't want too much onion because it'll take away the taste of the cheese. And I think that will do. The hands with it. Right, there's the pieces of bacon now. You need to partially cover what's below it. Spread that out a little bit. Should do. Get my hands again. Right, now for the egg. You crack the egg. Give it a bit of a whisk. That'll do. Now you just pour the egg over what you've got in on the plate. A bit more on there than what I wanted, but never mind. Now in comes the potato. Your sliced potato, you need them a little bit thicker than crisp size, and just lay them over the top of the whole lot. I hope I've done enough here because I've done these before. Wasn't sure whether I had enough or not, but I'll just space them out. Enough. There's some little bits there. Now put that to one side now, and I'll do the pastry for the top now. And I've already set my oven to 220 degrees. Measure the top. I think that'll be enough. Just slightly bit more that way. Now I'm going to wet the edges. What's in here? What's in the jug? I'm going to wet the edges of the pie. Push the little bits in, that's too far out on the edge. There'll not be enough room for the pastry. That's it. Right, I'm going to put the top on the pastry now. The pastry on the top of the pie. And then we'll cut the excess pastry off now. There's a little bit of pastry left there. I can do something with some other time. I'll put it in the plastic bag and put it in the fridge. Right, now I'm going to flip the ends of the edge of the pie to seal it together. That's it. Make a hole in the top and let the air out. And that's my pie. I've got a little bit of egg left in this. should have left a little bit egg in here when I done it, and it would have helped to. I'll have to do it with milk because there's not enough egg here. I'll just scrape what's left on the. Put a little bit egg in, a little bit milk in there. I'm going to put that in the oven for about 30 minutes. Around about 30 minutes. I'm not sure actually how long it took us the last time I made it. Put it down on the middle shelf. They're all cooked nice. I'm going to enjoy that for me tea now. I'm not sure what I might have with it. If you like what you've seen and you'd like me to show you more sometime whenever I've got the time, give it a like and subscribe and enjoy. I am going to.